Hello, this is Farisha. She is an expatriate from Kuwait who has no basics in taxation. She is now seeking advice from tax experts to determine her residential status throughout her stay in Malaysia from 2010 to 2016.
Hi Roshan, I'm Farisha. Can you please tell me in general, how do we qualify as a tax resident in Malaysia?
Hi Farisha, thank you for coming to my office. The determination of an individual's residential status is not based on the citizenship of a person. In fact, it uses a quantitative test based on the number of days an individual is physically present in Malaysia during that particular calendar year. You are deemed a resident if you satisfy any conditions of Section 71A, 71B, 71C, or 71D of the Income Tax Act 1967.
Alright, can you help me determine my residential status from 2010 until 2016 by applying those conditions?
Definitely. Let me have a look at the details of your stay in Malaysia, Farisha.
Sure, here you go.
Okay, Farisha, let me help you with this. In 2010, you are a resident by virtue of Section 71A, as your stay in Malaysia exceeded 182 days.
Do I need to stay at least 182 days consecutively in order to comply to this section?
No, you do not. You can either be present physically in Malaysia for at least 182 consecutive days or accumulate 182 days or more throughout the calendar year. Bear in mind that a part of a day is still considered a full day in this context.
I see.
In 2011, you stayed in Malaysia for merely 3 days, thus not satisfying Section 71A. However, you are still a resident by virtue of Section 71B. Section 71B says that an individual who stays in Malaysia for less than 182 days can still be a resident if that particular period of stay is linked by or linked to a period of 182 consecutive days. In 2011, you are linked by a period of 184 consecutive days in 2010.
Oh, alright. Let me guess. Does that mean I am a not tax resident in 2012 because I did not satisfy either Section 71A or 71B?
Actually, no. You are still a resident in 2012 by virtue of Section 71B. The application of Section 71B has this special feature we call the temporary absence. This means that the period during which an individual is not in Malaysia due to temporary absence will be included in calculating the period of less than 182 days or the period of 182 days or more consecutively in order to create a link. In 2012, you are linked to a period of more than 182 days in 2013 due to temporary absence from your service matters abroad.
I'm sorry, what is a temporary absence again?
Temporary absence is a period which can be deemed as consecutive days to create a link under Section 71B where an individual, number 1, is attending service matters related to employment in Malaysia, attending a seminar, conference or study abroad. Number 2 is absent owing to ill health involving himself or an immediate family member, that is, his spouse, parents or children. Or number 3 is attending social visits not exceeding 14 days in aggregate, both in linking and connecting period. This excludes holidays, but this criteria is still quite ambiguous.
Created using Powtoon.